The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. The Phantom of the Opera is a Gothic novel set in the Paris Opera House. The story follows the mysterious and tragic figure known as the Phantom, who lives in the catacombs beneath the Opera House. The Phantom, a musical genius with a disfigured face, falls in love with the beautiful soprano Christine Daae. As he manipulates events to make her a star, Christine becomes entangled in his dark and obsessive world. The novel explores themes of love, obsession, and the fine line between beauty and monstrosity. Let's deep dive into the book. The Opera House and the Phantom's Lair. The novel opens with a description of the Paris Opera House, a grand and opulent building with a labyrinthine underground world. This setting serves as both a symbol of artistic beauty and a place of hidden horrors. The mysterious Phantom, also known as Eric, has made his home in the catacombs beneath the Opera House. His secret lair is filled with traps and passages, reflecting his complex and tormented nature. Christine Daae's rise to fame. Christine Daae, a young and talented soprano, rises to prominence at the Opera House. Orphaned at a young age, Christine was raised by her father, a violinist, who told her stories of the angel of music. After her father's death, Christine hears a voice she believes to be the angel of music, guiding her singing. This voice is actually the Phantom, who has fallen in love with her and uses his influence to ensure her success. Raoul and Christine's romance. Raoul, the Vicomte de Chagny, is a nobleman who knew Christine from childhood. He becomes enamored with her and seeks to rekindle their past friendship. Their budding romance is threatened by the Phantom's obsession with Christine. Raoul's love for Christine and his determination to protect her set up a conflict with the Phantom, who sees Raoul as a rival. The Phantom's manipulation. The Phantom manipulates events at the Opera House to make Christine the star, going so far as to commit acts of sabotage and terror. He demands that she be given the lead roles, and when his demands are not met, he causes chaos. The managers of the Opera House, Moncharmin and Richard, are caught in a web of fear and confusion as they try to deal with the Phantom's threats and demands. The Masked Ball and the Unmasking. A grand masked ball is held at the Opera House, during which the Phantom appears as the Red Death, a reference to Edgar Allan Poe's story. This dramatic entrance heightens the sense of dread and mystery surrounding him. Later, in a private moment, Christine removes the Phantom's mask, revealing his horribly disfigured face. This unmasking symbolizes the revelation of his true nature and the depth of his anguish and rage. Christine's abduction. The Phantom abducts Christine and takes her to his underground lair, hoping to force her to marry him. In his lair, she learns about his tragic past and his deep love for music. The Phantom reveals his vulnerability and the extent of his loneliness, appealing to Christine's compassion. However, his controlling and obsessive behavior frightens her. Raoul's rescue attempt. Raoul, along with the Persian, a mysterious figure who knows the Phantom's secrets, ventures into the catacombs to rescue Christine. The Persian provides crucial information about the Phantom's traps and mechanisms, helping Raoul navigate the dangerous underground maze. Their descent into the Phantom's lair represents a journey into the darker aspects of human nature and the struggle to confront and overcome them. The final confrontation. In the climactic confrontation, Christine must choose between the Phantom and Raoul. The Phantom's desperate love and his willingness to use violence to achieve his goals contrast sharply with Raoul's pure and selfless love. Christine's empathy and compassion ultimately lead her to kiss the Phantom, showing him kindness and understanding for the first time in his life. The Phantom's redemption. Moved by Christine's act of compassion, the Phantom experiences a moment of redemption. He realizes that he cannot force Christine to love him and decides to let her go. This act of selflessness marks a significant transformation in his character as he understands the true meaning of love. the Phantom releases Christine and Raoul, urging them to leave and be happy together. The Phantom's disappearance. After freeing Christine and Raoul, the Phantom vanishes from the opera house. The Persian later discovers that the Phantom has died, leaving behind a note expressing his love for Christine. The novel concludes with a sense of tragic beauty, as the Phantom's love and suffering are revealed to be both his downfall and his redemption. His story becomes a haunting legend of the opera house, remembered by all who knew of him. Let's meet together the main characters of the book. Eric, the Phantom, is the enigmatic and tragic figure at the center of the novel. Disfigured from birth, he has lived a life of isolation and rejection. Despite his outward monstrosity, Eric is a musical genius with deep emotional and intellectual capacities. His love for Christine Day drives the plot, revealing his vulnerabilities and his capacity for both great beauty and great darkness. Eric's character embodies the novel's exploration of the duality of human nature. Christine Day is a young, talented soprano who becomes the object of the Phantom's obsession. Orphaned at a young age, she was raised by her father, who instilled in her a love for music. Christine is torn between her fear of the Phantom and her sympathy for his suffering. Her relationship with Raoul represents innocence and pure love, while her interactions with the Phantom highlight the complexity of compassion and fear. Raoul, Vicomte de Chagny, is Christine's childhood friend and later her love interest. A nobleman with a genuine and selfless love for Christine, Raoul is determined to protect her from the Phantom's influence. His character represents the novel's ideal of romantic love and chivalry. Raoul's bravery and dedication are pivotal in the efforts to rescue Christine from the Phantom's grasp. Madame Giry is the ballet mistress at the opera house, and one of the few who knows about the Phantom's existence. She acts as a go-between for the Phantom and the opera house staff, delivering his demands and ensuring they are met. Madame Giry's character provides insights into the opera house's inner workings and the mysterious influence of the Phantom. The Persian, also known as the Daroga, is a mysterious figure who knows much about the Phantom's past and his secrets. He aids Raoul in his quest to rescue Christine and provides crucial information about the Phantom's traps and mechanisms. The Persian's background and his relationship with the Phantom add depth to the narrative and highlight the Phantom's complex history. Meg Giry, Madame Giry's daughter, is a young dancer at the opera house and a friend of Christine. Though a minor character, Meg provides a connection to the everyday life of the opera house and reflects the innocence and normalcy that contrasts with the Phantom's dark world. The managers. Moncharmin and Richard are the new managers of the Paris Opera House. They are skeptical of the Phantom's existence and dismissive of the warnings and demands sent by him. Their attempts to assert control over the opera house often lead to comical and disastrous results, highlighting the absurdity and danger of underestimating the Phantom. Let's explore together the main themes and concepts of the book. Love and obsession. A central theme of The Phantom of the Opera is the distinction between love and obsession. The Phantom's intense feelings for Christine blur the line between these two emotions. While he believes his actions are driven by love, his possessiveness and desire for control reveal the darker side of his obsession. In contrast, Raoul's love for Christine is selfless and protective, highlighting the novel's exploration of different forms of love. Beauty and monstrosity. The novel examines the interplay between beauty and monstrosity, both physical and moral. The Phantom's disfigured face makes him an outcast, yet he possesses a brilliant mind and immense musical talent. This juxtaposition challenges the characters and readers to look beyond physical appearances and consider the true nature of beauty and ugliness. Christine's struggle to see the humanity in the Phantom, despite his appearance, underscores this theme. Isolation and loneliness. Isolation and loneliness are recurring motifs in the novel. The Phantom's life in the catacombs symbolizes his separation from society and his profound loneliness. His tragic backstory, marked by rejection and suffering, evokes sympathy and highlights the impact of isolation on his character. Christine's compassion towards the Phantom reflects the novel's message about the importance of understanding and empathy in overcoming loneliness. The power of music. Music is a powerful and transformative force in the novel. The Phantom's genius as a composer and his ability to create beautiful music are central to his character. Music serves as a means of connection between the Phantom and Christine, transcending the barriers of physical appearance and societal norms. The novel portrays music as a source of both beauty and power, capable of evoking deep emotions and bridging gaps between people. Redemption and forgiveness. Redemption and forgiveness are key themes in The Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom's journey from vengeance and obsession to selflessness and understanding is a path towards redemption. Christine's act of kindness in kissing the Phantom represents forgiveness and compassion, allowing him to experience a moment of grace. The novel suggests that even the most tormented souls can find redemption through love and empathy. Let's talk about the author. Gaston Leroux was a French journalist and author born on May 6, 1868, in Paris, France. He is best known for his novel, The Phantom of the Opera, published in 1910, which has become a classic of Gothic literature and has inspired numerous adaptations in film, theater, and music. Leroux's background as a journalist is evident in his detailed and investigative writing style. In addition to The Phantom of the Opera, he wrote several other novels, including the Rouletabille series. Leroux died on April 15, 1927, leaving behind a legacy as a master storyteller and a pioneer of the mystery and horror genres. Sincere thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider taking a moment to hit the subscribe button, like or share the video. If you have any feedbacks or book requests, make sure to leave a comment. Regardless, I wish you a great day.